Hey, what up, ladies and gents? Y'all know what it is, man. It's been about a couple weeks since we seen you. Almost let this one slip by, but we were like, we ain't seen nobody. We ain't see y'all all month.
We ain't been outside in a minute.
All month. But here we are, the dynamic duo of Black and Mac back here on your screens. And what you been up to since the last time we talked to the folks, bro?
Man, we have been trying to get No Gimmicks off the ground. It's been a pretty busy month for No Gimmicks. We've been doing a bunch of shows, working with MPX. MPX is starting to gain a little notoriety, and it's been fun, man. And then I started a reaction series with Jen. Bro, those reactions are freaking amazing. It's become so fun to do them because seeing how she reacts to stuff that I really enjoyed watching, and part of my fandom. So seeing her to react to it is fun. But yeah, it's been good, and I've been collaborating a lot. So I'm just glad to be back here. I've missed the pit, man. I really have.
Yeah. It's been a busy month too with the school year winding down here in Virginia. Prepping for my daughter's graduation that happened yesterday.
Congrats.
Yep. Appreciate that. Family in town and stuff. Also at work things while about to move to another unit, doing the change of command, all of this stuff going on. So just been busy, but then behind the scenes stuff, working on the YouTube channel, getting videos out there, trying to figure out algorithms and all that other stuff, research and just working with the team in the background, trying to make sure things are good to go. So it's not like we just been stagnant. It's just that there's a lot of stuff going on, and
it's a good busy.
Yeah,
it's a good busy.
100%. I'm not mad at it. It's part of the grind, and it's cool. We was chatting in the chat, and people were just like, bro, this grind is crazy. I'm just like, I hear you, but like, I don't mind it, because at the end of the day, the perfect scenario is what we're doing right now becomes the 9 to 5.
Right. Exactly. You know what?
What's that?
I wasn't going to say this, but I'll say it. Seeing the team grind is so refreshing, bro. Like seeing the work everybody's putting in and the ideas that everybody's bringing to the table, that gives me a booster, honestly, and it keeps me on my toes, really, because I see everybody working. So it's like, dude, I can't slack because I see everybody else working. But I love watching the team grind and put their ideas together. Everybody's starting to collab now, being on each other's shows. Like, it's like, finally, you know what I mean? It's like, it's happening.
This was what we envisioned 5 years ago. This is all we wanted. It's a different energy when everybody's on the same page.
Yeah, it is.
Brian, bro. It's like, so I wasn't crazy. Like, I wasn't the workaholic. Like,
right.
Other people wanted this shit too. But yeah. So enough of the mushy, feel good stuff, which I'm pretty sure you guys are all here for anyway, because y'all rock with us. But there's some shenanigans that have been afoot the last 2 weeks, and we have been trying to narrow it down so it's not a 3-hour show. We're trying to keep it about hour and some change or whatnot tonight. But regardless, unless you got anything else for them, we can go ahead and roll right into episode 171 of the Smoke Pits.
Let's do it.
All right, y'all heard what it is. 171 of the Smoke Pit starts right now. The following is a presentation of the Dat Feeling Podcast Network, reminding you to always question the answers.
Welcome to the Smoke Pit. It's Friday night, come and take a load off. Come sit in the Smoke Pit, it's time for us to show off. It's been a long week, come relaxing, get some laughs in, and let's talk about these brackets. And while we at it, tell me whose man's is this? Cause I got questions, I'm hoping you can answer it. Get ready, cause you know we gon' talk a lot of shit. It's Mac and Mac, welcome to the Smoke Pit.
Yep, y'all know what it is. Friday night. Mood is right. Dynamic duo Black and Mac back on your screens. #1 streaming show on all your social medias every Friday night. And we're going to speak it into existence. Episode 171 of the Smoke Pit. We got a lot of stuff to get into. One of the best rappers of all time dropped an album that apparently, as from what I've seen, is being universally not panned, but I haven't seen anybody saying this is one of the best albums of the year.
Fact.
Granted, you know, I'm sure there's some out there, but universally, ain't nobody rocking with it. A couple of things that blew up on the Smoke Pit page as far as reactions. We're going to get into one that is near and dear to our hearts. In the house meeting, of course, what did I just watch? You know, me and Black be sending them things back and forth. So a couple stories we want to get into. And then, of course, came down to the last pitch of the 9th inning, bottom of the 9th. We thought we had something. One last Instagram scroll. I was like, we got action. we gotta.
Oh, something to hook.
Stop the presses. Stop the presses. Stop the press. You already printing out the headline and something else pop off. Stop the press.
Stop. This needs attention.
Let me show you something. And executive decision. We changed up the Who's Mans. But this is a retroactive First Friday. Last Friday was supposed to be First Friday, but it's First Friday now. So if you're watching, share, comment, all of that good stuff. The more participation, the liver the show is. So make sure you make that happen. But alas, before we get into our smoke break and we start talking about some stuff we've seen, you got a toast for the peoples out here, my boy.
Yes, sir. I'm going to make this short and sweet.
Okay. Okay.
Stay outside, guys. Just stay outside. That's the theme. Stay outside. Have fun. I'm pretty sure you guys see that World War III is approaching, but shit. Enjoy life, my guy. Enjoy life. Love everybody you with. Stay outside. That's it. That's the motivation this week.
Enjoy the summer. Enjoy the summer. Enjoy family. Enjoy, you know, everything you can enjoy about the summer, man. Try to take some time off. You know, take a break. Relax every now and then. It's fine. I'll take my own advice one day, but here's to all y'all, man. Salud.
Salud. Cheers.
Woo-woo. All right. Now, although the intro and the segue is going to be a very smooth jazz-like thing, we will be talking about Lil Wayne, the Carter 6. Did he fall off, or is this just a bump in the road? All right, man, you heard me talking about it. Album drops. People are like, Wayne has had some questionable albums before, but he was very careful before he put a group of songs together and labeled it with that The Carter, which historically has been a pretty solid series. People will say it kind of started falling off at 4. Some people say it started at 5. Unanimously, people are saying 6 is not it and should not have been entered. Like, nobody was really clamoring for a Weezy joint. Everybody was cool with where he was at. But you, as you know, an artist as well, we were talking off camera, like, it's like when... Well, first, let me just get your thoughts on the on the project. Like, what did you feel listening to it?
I'm gonna be probably in a minority when I say this, but I did not hate the album. Did I love it? No, I didn't.
Okay.
I thought at best it's decent. At the worst, he's reaching, and looking at this from an artist standpoint, I know we talked about this before the show too, is when you're an artist of that stature, Snoop had this problem too. When you're an artist of that stature, that's funny. When you're an artist of that stature and you've had the tenure that Wayne's had, people do look for you to evolve. There has to be an evolving moment, especially if you haven't been active and the crowd hasn't been getting your best work, right? We're about 10, 15 years removed from Wayne's best work, which is like the Carter 3, Carter 2, all those albums. You know what I mean? Like we're far removed from that. And I agree. Starting that, I would say it's Carter 5. Carter 5 was the decline because I like Carter 4. I do think this album is a little bit better than Carter 5. Is it the Wayne that we love and know? No, it's not. I think he tried to do some shit and it fell flat. But I give him credit for trying, man. Like there's a lot of straight hip hop stuff that he tried to do on this album. Like he tried to pull from the bebop era. He tried to pull from that era. And I don't think he should have did that. He should have just been Wayne. Like his delivery is still there. I just think his beat selection was crazy. 1, 2.
Jesus Christ, man.
People do look at mixes now. Like the fan now is way more into the mix and how this shit sounds because we've gotten into the spatial audio and hi-fi and how people listen to music has completely changed over the last decade. So you can't half step. I don't think his album was really mixed that well, but there are traces of Wayne there. That being said, it's Wayne. So you have to come with the heavy hitters, man. That's what you're known for. You're known for bangers, especially if it's a Carter album. And that's where I agree with the fans. It's like, this ain't his best work. He could have came a lot better, especially with the shit that everybody was talking about with the New Orleans and the Super Bowl. Like, this was your moment.
Yes.
Like, show people why you missed out on me being in the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like, and you giving everybody the fuel to say, yeah, they was right. You know what I mean? Like, maybe they made the right decision. And you never want to hear that, but I think he does have an opportunity to redeem himself. He just has to stay active. I would call this a Shaking Off the Rust album, but even that, I wouldn't have branded it to Carter because this is his first album in a long time. So I wouldn't have did that, but it is what it is.
Bro, I had to, when you said the beat selection, I was like, let me see how many producers worked on this man's album. And it was like 28 different producers. Production from at least 28 different producers. 19 tracks. First of all, that's too much, my boy.
There's too many chefs in the kitchen.
You doing too much. 19 tracks. Very rarely has an album of the year or very, very. I don't know if you can probably correct me if I'm wrong. I'm trying to think of very, like your solid masterpieces of albums are not rolling out here with 19 tracks.
Right.
Now I know the Carter 3 had a handful of tracks, man. Like it was a lot of tracks on there. But as my sister alluded to, we wasn't really skipping any of those tracks. You know, he was in his bag.
Right.
What up, Rob?
What up?
Bro, I'm sitting there, bro. He had a track produced by Lin, and no offense to him, Lin-Manuel Miranda. Talented brother.
Yep, very.
He can write Disney raps, you know. Broadway, he's killing it in Hamilton, you know.
Yes.
He did his thing in Hamilton. But when I hear Lin-Manuel Miranda, I'm not thinking Tunchi.
This about to go hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
and the song he produced was that Peanuts to an Elephant. And I was shocked. I was like I was shocked, but I was like, that makes sense based on how all over the place that, like, my man just got Fruity Loops and was just like, let me see what I can do with this shit, right? Beat for Lil Wayne. Let me break out the let me break out the Fruity Loops. I don't even know if he has the most current one, but that beat was all over the place. No, I agree with you, man. And I had to look it up. Like 42 years old, my man's been rapping quote unquote professionally since he was 15. My man was 15 rapping with the hot boys like BG, Juvie, Turk, Baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, he was in the studio with grown men doing wild shit at 15, holding the shit down.
Yep.
To the point where he went solo, but to me, like he had, what was it? Was it Block is Hot? Lights Out, 500 Degrees. Those were solo albums, but they were heavily like, you know, Hot Boys was all on them. Like it was like features after features.
Yeah.
The Carter, to me, is like when he first broke out solo. Like I have not seen. Oh, Rob saying he stole BG's whole style
on the first 3 albums. Yes.
And I think that was because that was very like Birdman and Manny Fresh were like very heavily involved with those things. And it was just hard.
Birdman especially.
It was hard to leave that style of rap and stuff. Like, when the Carter came out, you had him rapping about like real shit, which is wild. Because when did that come out? 2002, I believe. The Carter. I don't know. I'm trying to think off the top of my head.
I want to say the Carter was like 2001.
Yep. And here I am, a 20-year-old, but I'm just like, this is different. Like the production was different. Lyrically, it was different. I was like, this motherfucker is nice. You know, like
I remember before the Carter one, because he was doing mixtapes around that time too. Mm-hmm. That's when he first started doing mixtapes, and he was like, "I'm gonna rap, and I'm gonna get rid of all these raps, and I'm gonna start something different." And that was the Carter era, and I was like, "Okay, we got a different Wayne."
Oh, mixtape Wayne is like, I'm taking him out of this equation. Because mixtape Wayne is something different. He's something different. If you're trying to compare studio albums to mixtape albums, like you're gonna be upset. But Carter 1, Carter 2, I feel like, bro, this dude was like in his prime LeBron. Like
that was his that was his peak.
Finals after finals after finals. Like, bro, Carter 2 came out, then he had that string of mixtapes. The Carter 3 came out, blew like astronomical stuff, right? Did some fire mixtapes after that, right? No Ceilings, which is like people will put hands down the best mixtape they ever heard. Then he comes with Carter 5 and people are just, or Carter 4 and people are just like, okay. You know, the momentum of everything going in, people are just like, for what it's worth, more listens than skips, you know.
For what it's worth, yes.
It is what it is.
Some of my favorite joints from him are on that album.
Like something like nobody's batting 1,000. Like until Kendrick came out, you know, nobody was just like everything you're gonna put out is gonna be a hit. You know, my man had some breaks in between. The joint he had, I'm not a Martian or whatever it is. I forget the name of the album, but
I'm not a human.
Yeah, I'm not a human being. Yeah,
I'm not a human.
Yep. Yeah. So he had like studio albums in between. But I'm looking at this, and I was listening to the lyrics, and I'm just like, lyrically, he hasn't evolved, like the content of what he's talking about. I thought it was going to be more of a statement album based on him getting snubbed from the Super Bowl. Like, let me remind y'all who the fuck I am out here. Like, let me tell y'all some stories. Let me be real with y'all. Let me let y'all in behind the scenes type stuff. Because the person, and this was to me, the person you were mad at, Kendrick, dropped GNX. That I'm assuming is going to win. If it did win Album of the Year.
It won Album of the Year.
Yeah. So here's your answer, Wayne. Like, what you got? And this is what we got. You know, you got a track on there trying to sample, or not trying to. You sampled Weezer's Island in the, you know, horrible. You got a joint on there with Bono, horrible. You were trying to do so much with this album instead of just, bro, where you at right now? You know?
Yeah.
You know, I don't, bro. Somebody had me laughing there like, I blame Skip Bayless for this. Like, I I don't know. I don't know why. But like, I ain't mad at that comment. Like, I don't know what happened. I'm like, bro, like,
he was in the studio with Skip.
If you rolling with Skip after what he did to Uncle, you know what I'm saying, Uncle Shannon, you know, like, bro, that's what you should have been like. Skip, you wild. Like, hey, you know, hey, come on now,
messing up bad,
bro. Rob said, Rob, you think Weezy had a ghostwriter? I doubt that, man, because most of his shit was freestyle.
There have been accusations.
Who's writing for him?
So around the Carter, there were accusations that Gilly was writing for him. That was a valid accusation because Gilly was a part of Cash Money at one point.
So
and then the Carter came out and he wasn't. So
go figure. But no, it's just now I'm listening to your lyrics and you still talking about, you know, smashing other dudes' women. You know, I'm high on this. I got money, and I'm just like, well, okay, cool. Let's talk about some other stuff like Evolve.
Yeah,
your music,
exactly.
You know, so like we talked about. Do you feel anybody was looking for the next Wayne album? I think there might have been some buzz for it to hear what he wanted to say after getting snubbed, like prove to the people why they messed up by not having you do the Super Bowl. And then 2, is there a time for people to hang it up? Because I saw some conversation saying this is exactly why Andre 3000 did that flute shit. Because if he came back trying to rap, it may have not connected with fans, like how this album's not connected with fans.
Okay, let me hit the first question.
Okay.
so no one was checking for a new Wayne album.
Okay.
Even with the Super Bowl thing popping off. But I get why he would do an album. It makes perfect sense for him to do an album. There's nothing wrong with that. And if your aim is to make the public say, hey, this is why you should have put me in the Super Bowl, this album is absolutely not that. It's not that type of album. It's like you tried to go pop, you tried to do something a little bit different, but you remain the same. The most valid criticism that I've seen someone put out there is that it's time to start putting more substance in your music. And rappers from that cloth, we need to be more critical towards them. And I absolutely agree with that. If you don't evolve, if you don't show growth, then the listener absolutely has the right to criticize that. And on this album, Wayne did not show growth. But that brings me to point number 2. Andre 3000, if he drops a rap album, will be the best rap album that you've heard.
Oh my God.
Because he's like that. he's like that. He just doesn't have the passion for it, right? And I totally understand it. He's just like, dude, I'm an artist, and which that's what he is. I'm an artist.
Yeah.
And if I'm not inspired to create the art that you like, then I'm not going to create it. And I got to respect that too from Andre, but please make no mistake. That motherfucker drops an album, that bitch is going to hit. If he wants to drop a rap album and he's in the mood to drop a rap album, that is going to be the album of the decade. Hands down.
I mean,
I heard some shit that he did on he did some shit a couple of years ago on Frank Ocean's album, and I just got reintroduced to it a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, this motherfucker was spitting, bro. And this shit was in like 2017. And I'm like, bro, this shit is as relevant now. I thought he made the shit last week.
Bro, when he did the shit for scientists and engineers on Killer Mike shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro, his verse on that shit, I'm just like I at this point, like, he can literally never drop a solo album and motherfuckers will still keep him in like their top 5 MCs of all time. He can't lose. Like, the anticipation for shit, he's the smartest person to be like, why would I drop something and give them the chance to be like, yo, this
to
ain't
criticize it.
This ain't
to
it.
criticize it.
Yeah. Because
this motherfucker, you know how good Andre 3 Stacks is? The motherfucker dropped a flute album and people still check for it, bro.
Off the strength of his name. And,
off the strength of
and they were upset, like, we ain't asked for this. We want he knows, like, all right, for here's the rap album. Them motherfuckers still gonna go check it. Like, it's gonna break records on every streaming platform. And he's like, I might. And he's gonna sprinkle a feature on somebody's shit, fire ass verse, and you're gonna be like, just give us please, a solid bro, 11 songs, bro. Solid 11 songs, studio album. We'll leave you the fuck alone. But yeah, I mean, it's wild, man. Like, Wayne, like, do I feel he's one of the greatest? Yeah. When he goes out on tour, absolutely. Like, he's going out on tour. I think he's going to be here October over in Virginia Beach. You know, hey, Wayne on tour shirt, you going to go check him out? I need to see a set list. I need to see the set list. How many Carter 6s you got out there? Yeah. Are you doing any of your Rebirth Rock Legend album? You know, what we doing? It's like, at this point, when I go see Wayne, I'm gonna want to hear throwbacks from him. I'm gonna want to hear, I'm gonna want to hear Carter 1 through 4. I want to hear, you know, some of the Cash Money shit. I want to hear some mixtape shit. I don't want to hear none of this Carter 6 shit. And you're going on tour right after. Yeah, you're going on tour right after dropping this album. Normally, it's because you're about to do some songs off the album you just dropped. Wayne, please do not do that. If I get out there and you start that boom, 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 like the fucking factory music from Looney Tunes.
Done.
Is that a fucking elephant? Lin-Manuel's like, that's me. I did that.
We did it.
I'm never gonna miss my shot. You missed this one, my boy.
Yes. I want to be in the room when it happens.
I'd rather, bro. That's why I was mad. They was like, you know, Lin-Manuel was on here. I'm like, shit, I ain't hear no like musical time. I thought it was maybe the joint with the guitar where he was trying to sing and say, bro, Wayne, you gotta stop that shit too, bro. Let me tell you, stop doing that shit. That's not hot no more. But bro, this is a whole miss for me. I don't want him to stop. I don't know. I just like my artists to evolve. You know, talk about some 40-year-old man problems you're going through. You know, not the pussy so wet. It goes squish, squish, squish. Childish, bro. Like, you're childish right now, bro. You see the shit going on in the world today, Wayne? Maybe he's trying to take people mind off of that and give them some good feel good music, but you united the internet in a way you didn't think you were doing it, Wayne. I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Just stop.
Cedric, what's up, man? First he says the flute album wasn't bad though, and then the other thing he's saying is the problem with the Wayne album, in my opinion, is the beats were bad. Yeah, we talked about that. 28 different producers all over this shit on 19 tracks. I think a solid, like I said, 11 to 13 tracks. You lock in with one producer. Who can I like? So old rapper Nas, right? Killing it. There was a time people were like, bro, he's falling off. Locked in with Hit Boy, bro.
Best Nas, bro.
The trilogy.
It made me question everybody that produced for him before him. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck were y'all doing?
Fam. The trilogy,
bro, where was y'all creativity at?
Albums they got,
bro.
Yo, bro, I'm sitting there looking at Nas like, you know, let me go back to that beef you had with Jay.
Bro,
and this coming from the biggest
crazy.
This coming from the biggest. It's The Rock, Young, bro, Hit Boy and Nas. I'm like, this. I need more of these.
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying. You lock in with one producer, you get that vibe, and you're like, we rolling. This is it. And look how it can get you back in the good graces of the hip hop heads. But, you know,
Even Kendrick does that. Kendrick, his main producer is Soundwave.
Yeah.
And he normally sticks with him. He rarely goes out, but if he goes outside of him, like his artistic expression is gonna hit with a certain producer. And that's just how he is.
Yeah.
But Wayne has to find that. He has it in Manny Fresh. You just gotta stick with Fresh, bro. Like let Fresh do the work for you. He's gonna make you sound good because y'all got the history together, bro. Like,
yeah,
you don't have to go out and get Bono and fucking Lin-Manuel. You don't have to do that shit, bro. Just stick with Auntie Fresh, bro. Come on.
Auntie. He do, bro. He had that motherfucking cut. I was like, who ain't tell him? Manny, you can't go out there with. Put a hat on, bro.
Nah, bro. Yeah,
put
bro,
a fucking
please.
hat on, please. I got a Saints hat right here, bro. Just put it on. Put it on, please. You out there with that cut. Looking like that E6 from Camp Humphreys in there trying to take everybody girl. Niggas, is them Lux? Anyway, man. But yeah. So Weezy, get back to it. You know, you hitting the tour and all that. I don't know if you're going to really promote this Carter 6 stuff, bro. If you want fans to be there and be happy, stick to the throwbacks, my boy.
Yep.
a milli.
Yeah, money.
Anyway, shit. Let's get into the house meeting. Very serious, serious, but very thought-provoking topic we were hitting on when we were asking people to choose between DC or Marvel. Whichever one you didn't choose was going to be wiped away forever. Forever.
Put your thinking caps on, people.
All right, let's get into it. House meeting coming up.
I think we need to have a house meeting, y'all.
Yes, sir. All right. So I'll bring it to the stage. Pit vision activated. Bow. The question we had also, real quick, little pettiness. So management changed the profile picture for Pride Month. You know, we out here, we supporting all our peoples, no matter what your orientation is. If you cool people, we rock with you. There are some people that commented on our picture, very upset. You know, so they instantly get blocked. But obviously, you're not going to see this unless you're tuning into our YouTube channel. If you tune into our YouTube channel, why? If you hate the anyway, you know how people they look for reasons to be mad. Anyway, I would just throw this out there. If you don't fuck with the supporting people for being who they are, go fuck yourselves, pretty much. So
please,
if you are following us and that's how you feel free to leave. Or make yourself known and we'll show you the door. So either way, or just stay around and be mad. I don't know. But what'd you say?
You could just stay.
Just
be
stay.
Mad.
Just stay and be mad. Yeah.
Watch us be happy.
And enjoying life. Let's do that. Let us do that. But here we are. The question was asked, if you had to choose between DC or Marvel, with the other being erased from ever existing, what would your choice be? And all over the place. And I also will say, people that see these posts and they jump in here and they're just like, why can't we have both? Just go sit down somewhere. Like, why even comment on this? This isn't really going to happen. Like, if you answer a question, I'm not coming to your house and erasing your memory of the other one that didn't happen. Like, DC and Marvel will both still be there. It's just a game. It's a question. Some
Play
conversation. But with this being said, this being the choice, Black, what was your decision?
Whew. All right. I'm ready. I'm ready for what's coming my way.
Why you preface it like that? This shit's about to go down. What you got?
I'm gonna keep DC
Okay.
on the strength. Marvel has really good movies. They do. Don't get me wrong. But DC's animated catalog, I can't get rid of that, bro. Like I just can't. It took me a minute to come to this decision too. I was like, I gotta get rid of something. But like young me racing home to watch Batman the animated series is like a core memory. And like I couldn't miss it. The show was so good. The voice acting was so well done. Like it sticks in my head. Plus, they made the movies are bad, but whoever's writing these animated shows and animated movies, like that person should be running DC. Hands down. Because not only do they stick to the comics, but they make it compelling. It's really good animation. Marvel, for its movies, is good, but all around, and I'm really loosely basing this off the fact that if James Gunn does a good job with Superman, I think DC may be on to something. That's a really big if, because I'm a really big critic of James Gunn. But for the animated catalog alone, I gotta say DC. I really have to say DC.
Yeah, we got people.
What did you pick?
I love both. I picked Marvel, and I'm gonna just let you know right now, off the strength of what they did for the Infinity Saga, that string of movies, that theatrical experience. When you see all of that, bro, DC has never given me a pop like Mjolnir floating up in the air. Smacking Thanos coming back. To Cap. Bro, man. If you are trying as a wrestling fan to try to explain what it means to pop, people are like, what the fuck? What do you mean the crowd didn't pop?
What is a pop?
Did you see Infinity War or Endgame? Either of those two movies in the theater. And that scene where Thor comes out in Battle of Wakanda. Or when that hammer comes to Cap. Or on your left. Complete strangers. I'm standing up giving them high fives. Like we go back. Like I'm at a sporting game and our team is winning and I'm looking around. Yeah! High fiving everybody. But everybody's friends. DC, like I ain't gonna lie, DC's animated movies destroying any animated stuff that Marvel's doing outside of Spider-Verse, right? But I'm watching those in my house. I'm not standing up popping. You know what I'm saying? On your left, Avengers is bro. Winter Soldier. I'm saying, man, like the MCU is the only thing carrying Marvel. Well, that, and I will say, bro, waking up, dun 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 dun, like X-Men. Come on, bro. I'm in there. I'm in there. They're just doing like recency bias again. I feel because their movies are doing so well, and you look at them, well, Thunderbolts only made that, and it's a flop, and it's not making compared to like when your last few movies of your last arc were pulling in the billions, and now you're only pulling in hundreds of millions. Is that as good as billions? No. Is that flops? No. Is that like losing money like Flash did and stuff? No. So when your bar was set like this and you're only making this much, to other studios, that'd be a bonus. But they're looking at it like, you're not making the money you used to. Fam, when I tell you when Doomsday drops.
Oh, it's a wrap.
What are we talking about? What are we talking about? When they start introducing the mutants into this shit, y'all ain't gonna go? He said it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
But I ain't gonna hold you, man. Everything I've seen from this Superman that's about to come out, I'm gonna give it a shot. Cause I want good competition. Like you and Frank talk about WWE, AEW. Like, you need that pressure to elevate your shit.
It's good. It's good for the industry.
Otherwise, you just keep putting out random stuff, and you're like, what else are they gonna do? What are their options? Now you got James Gunn over here starting to put together something nice. You're gonna be like, well, shit, let's get it back in our bag and do the shit the right way. So, for me,
if DC follows the comics, like,
too easy,
bro. If they did the movies like Batman versus Superman, if they did that movie like The Dark Knight Returns, the animated version of that movie, bro, that movie blows out anything Marvel puts out.
Yep.
They follow it. And if they follow Flashpoint Paradox, like they did the animated one.
Now
that one also,
when you start dabbling with that, you see the Snyder Cut of Justice League where Flash does tap into the Speed Force.
Right.
And now like, it took 4 hours to get there, but when that shit happened, motherfuckers sat up in their seat like,
okay,
are we about to get Flash? Are we going to get Flashpoint next? Please?
Yes.
Take this, animate it, and put this live, please?
Yes.
And then, my man, the actor, loses his shit, but that's a whole
And then we get
thing.
the Flash movie, and it's like...
Michael Keaton, yay! But that's it, CJ's in the comments like, Willie's love for Anthony Mackie. So that, bro, please believe. You know how hard it was for me to watch Brave New World and give a neutral decision on why I feel it was mid, outside of just wanting to blame Anthony Mackie. He just said
Mackie's the lead character.
He just said it, like, it is a whole lot of other things that led to it being mid than him being Captain America, But the best thing ever happened to this dude is just falling into that role. However, but you see what CJ also has some good points saying. Look up how much Mask of the Phantasm made and how many times it's gone back to theaters. Just that alone. That plus, I feel Batman is pretty much DC's saving grace in theaters at this point.
It is.
Like, as many times as that has been redone. They tried to redo the Superman one with Brandon Routh as the what was it, like, called Superman Returns back in that didn't do too well. The Aquaman stuff, like the Justice League stuff putting together. Wonder Woman, the first one made a lot. I think it was just the fact that it was something new. People went to see Gal Gadot.
That second one was straight up ass.
Oh my God. They didn't know. They didn't know what.
I'm so mad.
They didn't know what to do for a sequel. Like, shit. Let's put it in the 80s. Like, Stranger Things was blowing up, so I guess they were just like, the retro shit is what's up. Let's go back to that, and it wasn't.
It was ass.
Bro, I was coming off of COVID. That was on HBO Max. We all up there watching it. I'm like, am I still sick? Because this movie ain't hitting like I think it's supposed to be hitting. Like, and I'm looking at the rest of my family, and they still had to say it. Like, are y'all sick? Should y'all be around me? Am I still? What is happening? It wasn't it. So this hard reset, I felt it was needed.
Yes.
I'm excited to see, how the Superman works. And, from what I've seen, it looks good. We're bringing in some characters that are kind of outliers of DC that could stand out and start making their own stuff, kind of like how Marvel did with Guardians of the Galaxy. Because I swear to God, like, they said Guardians of the Galaxy, I thought it was a joke. I'm like, is this a comedy movie? What the fuck is it? Who are these motherfuckers? And then I had to get on Wikipedia and look. But I'm excited for this. If this works out and he brings in, I don't know who he's planning to cast to be Batman in his franchise, but if you fuck up Batman for me, bro, like, it's gonna be tough for me to rock with you, man.
Yeah, and I thought they had some with the latest ones.
With
I thought
Ben
they were
Affleck?
on to something.
With Ben?
No, with Robert Pattinson.
Oh, yeah, but I thought they were like, this one is not included in any universe.
Did say that. They did say that,
so,
which I thought was a mistake because that shit goes hard as shit.
Yeah, but we'll see. My decision has been made, Marvel, just based off of that. Like, now their recent shit, what I felt could have been great if Jonathan Majors ain't fuck up. Because now you have a whole throwaway movie with Ant-Man Quantumanium. Like that, now that shit is not even a thing. So
it's not even relevant.
God damn it, bro. But we'll see how they do leading up into Doomsday and bringing in the X-Men into this thing. So I feel, let my man Kevin cook,
Oh, he will.
Let him cook. Because I'm telling you, when that shit drop, all these people like the MCU and Marvel is done, superhero fatigue, we be back in the theaters. We'll be back in the theaters.
I don't know where the fuck they get that. I ain't tired yet.
I ain't sick of nothing yet.
I ain't tired.
Keep it coming. Keep them coming out here. You know what I'm saying? So CJ also says he's got an unnecessary amount of trust in Gunn compared to Snyder. Visually, Snyder is amazing, but he can't tell a story if it was based on fact and happened an hour ago.
That's a valid point. That's a very valid point.
My man love his slow motion too, bro. That shit, I'd be like, yo, we get it. You the king of it. You heard
now
the
redo Steppenwolf.
Yeah. Motherfucker heard juvenile
crazy.
slow motion one time as a kid. It was just like, this is my anthem.
This is the way.
This is the way. I like it like that. Don't know how to act slow motion with me. This motherfucker spitting.
Story of my life.
Yeah. But cool. Let us know in the comments. You rocking with Marvel and getting rid of DC, or you rolling with DC and getting rid of Marvel? Like, I know I said Marvel right off the bat, but it's recency bias really, because I do love Batman the animated series.
Yes.
To a lesser extent, like when they were rolling out Static Shock and like some of these lesser known, you're just like, oh shit, Static Shock, is that another? Shout out to the CW for trying to do something with them. Black Lightning, Arrow, things like that, put you on. Cyborg, so it's a lot of people out there outside of your big three, Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman. I guess you could throw the Flash in there. He coming up on popularity and stuff. So
yeah, most definitely.
Balls in your court, James Gunn. Prove me wrong on this, man.
Please,
and I will.
I'd love to be wrong,
and I will gladly come back and eat crow. But let us roll ahead into what I just watched, because like I said, there's a lot of shenanigans happening on the internet, and it's hard for us to ignore stuff like that. So this week's segment, what did I just watch? Starting right now.
Tell me I did not just see that.
That was odd. She just froze up. Did it freeze up on you?
Nah, I was good.
Oh, I was like, tilt. See that? I was like, Booker, you good? Booker, you all right, my boy?
Nah, Stephanie Vaquera left him, bro. He in shambles.
Oh my god. Speaking of that, Pat, I'm gonna need you to keep it quiet when Devil's Kiss is going on, bro. Trying to be like you are paying homage. One time for Booker T. I'm like, no, bro, shut up. No. Let the crowd do it. The crowd know what it is. Let the crowd do it.
There's zero seasoning in what you just did. Stop.
Take away from the whole moment, my boy. I knew Pat was gonna do it. Man. Oh, here it comes. What's up for the homie Booker T? Like, no, he don't need you to. Oh,
no.
No. No.
Damn it.
God, Lee, we can't have none in this house. So, off rip, we got to get right into this one here. Ladies and gentlemen, Instagram is full of people, up-and-coming music artists who are trying to get their name put out there, right? I've seen several, and we could have a whole segment on that where they just have one song and they just keep pushing it, and they're just doing different shots in different parts of the town and walkthroughs and all of that stuff.
Yep. And
we even covered a Pro Bowl tight end recently retired, trying to get out there and get his name into the music thing, and it's hard to visually capture what your song is meaning to you. You're trying to explain what you were feeling in this song to the world and let them know what was going through your mind. We have an individual here who is, I don't know what he's trying to get after in here, but in his mind, and Black, you saw the cut before I bring it up.
I saw it.
Is going for such a sense of realism. He did not want to use CGI special effects. And he was like, sir, we are light my shit on fire. You know. And I don't know if there was pushback from behind the camera before the scene went on. Like, that's probably not a good idea. We don't have the necessary stuff here. We don't have a stuntman, professional. We don't have 911 medics on standby.
We don't even have a fire extinguisher.
We don't. Are you sure? Because, I mean, my man smokes. He has a lighter, and your pants are made out of cotton. We can set these on fire. Putting them out is going to be a different story. He was like, it shouldn't be hard. Stop, drop, and roll. We learned this in elementary school. How hard can it be to put out fire? But let's find out. We have a rapper attempted to set his pants on fire after not wanting to pay for special effects. Okay. So we'll go ahead and let it ride and see how this plays out for him. And make sure the audio is on.
Baby, I just can't walk away. Is it really worth saving? Cause I can't seem to erase the memories of you, baby.
So first, can I not say he held on longer than I thought.
Bro, he was hitting the notes he could. You know what I mean? Like, he had it going for a second.
He was
knowing he was feeling that heat.
When it switched to the second leg, because he just had the first leg, and it looks like there's like some kind of like accelerant or something, just like something on the top that it'll just burn off. Bro, when that flame switched from one leg to the other one,
he was in trouble.
Yeah,
bro.
He was like, you see how the flame just left one pants leg and just went straight to the other one. Look at that shit. My man looked like when you get hit with a yoga fire in a Street Fighter. That's what that whole leg
smoking
looked
like Remick out that motherfucker, bro. Like, god damn.
And all of this stuff, and I'm just like, at the end of the day, I want to see the full video. And like, they didn't tag this dude or anything. And I hope that video gets millions of views because it's so well done. Except for people, you know, I know people are just going to go watch it to see that one scene, but I'm just like, it's never that serious to get the full of, bro. That thing is roasting, bro.
Balls is on fire.
That thing is roasted, bro. I'm surprised that his hand, like he feels this shit on his hands. Like, ha.
Yes.
Ha. Like hand in his pocket. Ha. Like he's just trying to make it work and just singe.
Nah. Get my hands out. Get your hands out of there.
You would have thought it helped his falsetto, but nah. CJ, wow. That is crazy work, bro. Another one. What are we doing? He thought he was invisible. What's this one? You sitting this one, right?
This is a magic trick that is fucking hilarious.
Let's check this shit out.
Let's do it. All right, here we go. Mike, sit up straight. I'm gonna cover you up. Here we go. Don't move. Let's make him invisible on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. And Jonathan is now a believer. You ready?
No.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna cover you. Invisible on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. They did not vanish. You cannot see them or hear them. Let me show you what I mean here. With your right hand, I want you to grab.
So he thinks the motherfucker in this chair thinks he's invisible.
Yes.
And the rest of the crowd is bought in on this shit.
They're playing along.
Oh, he about to do some wild shit, ain't he?
This can. I feel you. I feel you. Don't let go. I got it. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Nice holding on to it. That's perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect. I'm going to grab it. Jonathan, we can't see you or hear you, but will you just grab the can? Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. And now for the fun part. Shoot, I'm sorry. This will just take 1 minute. I'll bring. It's an emergency.
Bro, look how he looking around. I could do anything I want right now, and they can't.
Nobody can see me.
This is crazy.
Hey, it's Justin. I'm sorry.
Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Oh my God.
Okay, let me see. Oh man, it's just a freaking deer. No one's getting that one. It's so cool.
There must be a trick floor.
Jonathan was not the only one who stumbled into my little experiment. Meet Brandon. Grab the can for me.
No, I'm right here.
Grab the can. There we go. Perfect. There we go.
Stargate?
Yeah, kind of like a Stargate thing. I mean, hello? Cannot anyone hear me? What the? Hi, where did the guy go? Where's he at? Hi, hello?
I know, but I'm sitting in like usually like.
Now,
Bro, everybody's playing along. It's hilarious. It's like,
would you like? Is there any way somebody could fool you into some shit like that?
no.
Like you'd be like, I know
I've been
y'all
fooled,
motherfuckers
but
see me. To this
That's a
extent,
stretch.
like so you
Nah.
just gonna lay down and motherfucker in the middle of people conversation and shit. Like motherfuckers can't even see me. And for people to keep a straight face and this motherfucker floating around here like
He ain't laughing.
yeah, he think he Hollow Man out here, bro. I'm gonna go commit some crimes and just start running into the city like,
I'm stealing.
oh.
I'm stealing.
Yeah. Rob this bank right quick. Hey, we see you. Hey, it's a joke.
No, this is not happening. Oh, I don't know what the to do. Hello, hi, excuse me.
See, that's how you find out motherfuckers is deranged and shit. I don't know what I can do. Like, what can I do now? Like, calm down. Like, chill out. He ready to get in some wild shit. When you start, what should I do now? Oh my God.
Hi, hello, hello. Can you see? What the hell? Oh, magic. I'm saying there's like some kind of gate. Yeah. Which one?
You acting like people ain't gonna see the wine float.
Whoa!
Freaking hell. What is this? Josh finished up the show. Hi.
And now it's time to bring him back. Mike, I'm gonna bring you back first here.
No.
Mike is not there.
Where's Mike?
Ready to do this?
Let's go. Let's do it.
Oh my God. That is crazy. And like I said, that's the ultimate test to see if motherfuckers is just going to just be chill or if they got like villain type tendencies and shit. You know?
Right. Obviously, the black dude have villain tendencies.
See,
That
man,
motherfucker
stealing
was
wine and shit. Look, what's up in this bag? Ooh,
Check out
wow.
this-
Yeah, that piece
The
of
bottle's floating.
Chris has said, let him run up on some black people in the park. That ain't in on the joke. The real him come out.
Yeah. Hey, motherfucker, what you doing? You can see me? Yeah.
Good luck trying to hit me. Oh shit. That's how you get people fucked up. But you got to stay in this area during this trick. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you step outside this barrier, motherfuckers can see you. The
Yep.
barrier is around. You got to give them some rules because they go, like I said, I got some cousins, man. You mess around, tell them they invisible, and let them believe it. Shit,
we out.
Shit finna go down. Bad. I'll tell you, it's bad, Mr. Magician.
Hey, we sliding on something. We sliding.
Oh man, they gonna think it's GTA cheat code. Just take the motherfucking car. They can't see us. Let me open. Hey, I see you.
Keys right there. Let's go. Let's go.
What are you doing? Oh, you can see me?
Oh shit! How long that magic?
The magic word. Hey, Magic Man, do that thing again. Come get us. Hit us with that invisibility blanket again. The cloak of invisibility out here. Last thing I want to talk about is, is this Michael Irvin? All right, real quick. I get it, bro. I've seen the videos of people going to Carnival, hitting up Rio. Beautiful sight, beautiful ladies. Good time is being had, music, food, all of that stuff. Michael Irvin, if you don't know the history of Michael Irvin, he has failed many drug tests in the NFL, and it's not for PEDs. Well, depending on how you feel, the purest of the pure cocaine.
The cocaine.
That cocaine. If you feel that enables you and helps you perform in sporting events, then yes, he has been on PEDs for a minute, even post retirement. This is him at Carnival. I'm gonna let him explain his feelings, and we'll quickly talk about his outfit, and then we'll roll into this week Who's Man's. But the playmaker, the OG 88 for the Dallas Cowboys. How you feeling out there in Rio?
As Vin Diesel said, I know I've come a long way from home, but this is Brazil. As Vin Diesel said, I know I've come a long way from home, but this is Brazil.
So my first thing is, like, I'm looking at, what is this on his belly? You know, for those that can, let me see if I can get a bigger. Yes, this on his belly.
That's residue. That is residue.
Chill out, my boy. Chill out, my boy. What you talking about? My man got the silver glitter sparsely on his chest. Yeah, whoa, 100%. Rick James did not speak one lie when he said that phrase. The effects that the purest of the pure, as this comment here says, bruh, off the purest.
All
white.
Those comments, bro.
The purest
he
white. He getting closer to the source. They calling me.
Oh, but we almost there.
They calling me.
It's a plane ride from here.
To come back to the streets. My man got the silver spray paint, like he wanted to spray himself silver, but just couldn't stay still long enough. He got just the taco meat area of the chest hair just chromed, like this is Mad Max.
Just glowing and glistening.
With a motherfucking serpentine design there with the fucking Reynolds wrap, jorts. Just out here, just like, this is me. On his official IG, live your life, Michael. Here I am. Man. Here I am. Never left, to the countries you've been to, right? Never been to Brazil myself. Always wanted to go. Always wanted to experience Carnival. Would I experience to this extent? Probably not. Like, the way he's experiencing it is probably out of this world.
Oh, my God.
Outer body experience based on the enhancements and some of the...
Bro, any old man that goes to Brazil like that, Like I'm when I say old, I mean anybody over 50. You know what I mean? If they go into Brazil like that, bro, the supply is off the charts.
Michael Irving is 59 years old. Bro, you and you still on that? Allegedly. Allegedly. Bro, your heart is on some, bro. You might need to calm down there, my boy.
Bro.
The belly button ring is the nastiest work I've seen. If that is a navel piercing, live your life, my boy. That's all I'm gonna say. Hey.
This is Brazil.
Like Vin Diesel said.
Yes.
Yeah, my man see Brazil in all the movies. He's like, this is how it is. This is how it's supposed to be. Anyway, we're going to stay in the shenanigans chat because our whose man's comes from this. He said it's like Black said, stay. Hey, my man. Mike must have heard you. You know what, Black? You're right. Let me go ahead and go to Carnival.
All right.
Yeah. Next thing, smoking out of here. We out here. But so yeah, like I said, we'll stay in the chat because we got this one queued up right here, and it is it's a doozy. It's a doozy.
Very much so.
So we'll go ahead and roll right into this week's Whose Mans Is This?
Hey, who mans is this? Oh, mans is this? Who mans is this? I need to know.
Let me go ahead and remove this real quick and switch it back to our... So you can see what it is. Ernisha Atmore. Now, Ernisha Atmore is a Tampa woman, quick backstory, who has been in and out of jail and is a serial shoplifter. Multiple times caught, multiple times in jail. So she's caught again. Quick backstory. And she's going to jail, and the prosecution tosses up a deal to her. 3 years, right?
Yep.
Her team comes to her. Hey, Ernisha. They said, we can skip the trial. Just do your 3 years and you're back out there. Ernisha was like, hell nah. Hell nah. We taking this to trial. They ain't got nothing on me. And the wild part, me and Black were talking about, like, as a lawyer, you have to do what your client is telling you to do. You can't go against what your client is saying.
Yep.
Because you took whatever oath they do as a lawyer when you do the bar. You can't be like, that you stupid, I'm taking the deal. Because if this goes wrong, this is what you're going to get. You know. She was like, let's take it to court.
I can't save you from yourself.
Yeah. Like, bro, look, I'm getting paid either way. Either way. Or maybe he was like a public defendant and still, it's the city's paying me. I'm getting the same check either way. So I'm gonna go ahead and let the news story tell it, but listen to the plight of your girl Ernisha Atmore here.
Has been in and out of prison for a string of theft convictions, but as a repeat offender, she is now facing...
Oh, you can't hear it?
No, it's off stage.
Oh, that's right. Whoop. We'll leave it right here. And let me close it out and bring it back. So it starts from the beginning. Whoop.
All right.
Or is it going
for a string of theft convictions, but as a repeat offender, she is now facing stiffer penalties and decades in prison. Prosecutors offered her a 3-year deal. She rejected it. Instead, a jury convicted her, and she was sentenced to 30 years in prison.
That's because the state of Florida has taken a very tough stance on retail theft.
But before she was sent away, she had 2 more theft cases to settle, including this one.
The defendant entered the Zales at the Brandon Town Center Mall. Tried on a ring that it had a value of $8,749.99. Placed the ring on her left finger and proceeded towards the exit.
And while they tacked on more years behind bars, Admore couldn't resist smiling for the camera. Her next stop, prison. She won't be free again until she's 60 years old. Moore has been in and out of
Fam. Any words for our girl Anisha?
Bye.
Bye. Ernesha.
Bye. Just go. Just go. Cause you deserve it. Now they gave you chance after chance after chance.
Right.
To and they even gave you 3 years. That's for that can be a felony.
Yeah. Like I
and
know
they was only gonna give you 3 years.
Florida is very heavy on this 3 strike shit. You know.
They are. They really are.
They for them to even be like, look, you know, the store, whoever pressing charge, they like, you know, just have her pay this and she's banned from the store and whatever, right? Like they're just like, we ain't trying to make this shit a whole thing. Just keep telling her she can't come in our store no more. You know, first of all, you're stealing over $20,000 in designer glasses. Like, what glasses are these?
For real.
You know, like just because they got a little LV on it, they doing the same shit. These motherfucking Walmart specials.
They ain't doing nothing special. Nothing special.
So you out here just risking it all for the name. Second, you took something over $20,000 and they offering you just 3 years in jail. Like this first comment here says, I don't know if you guys can see it, saying she turned down 3 years knowing that she was guilty, so the judge made an example out of her. 3 years, girl, you would have been out in like 1.5. You know, just do your time, good behavior, bow. You back in these streets, the possibility is as wild as that sounds. Be back into your thing.
You'll be right back into the routine in 1.5 years.
So this brings up a point that I think was in one of these comments or like one of the comments when I was reading the article. The attitude of this person seems like somebody who has just been in and out of jail and all they know is the prison system. They don't know how to function in the real world as a you know, citizen, law-abiding citizen. All they know is it's easier for me in jail because shit's provided for me, roof over my head, all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, institutionalized. Like,
yeah,
I operate better in the prison system than I do outside of the prison system. Yep. Which is a broader and a topic for a different show. But I would feel like as that would be the hardest thing for me as a lawyer is like, this is your best bet. This is the best thing for you.
Right.
I advise you to take this deal. No, let's go to court. I can't do that.
Yeah. No. I can't represent you no more.
No, you ain't about to have me out here.
Losing? I ain't losing. The fuck?
Ma'am, they have you
going in there to lose?
They have you on camera. Yeah, they have you on camera. Taking the thing. Like 4K. 4K. Like the resolution's better than the TV at my house.
Yeah. They got you on that UFC camera stealing.
8K. That shit when they score touchdowns in the NFL and they zoom in and the person's clear and the background is all like, it's just, they got you. Retina scan.
They got you.
Retina scan. You. Like the DNA is in. Lie detector test came back. You're the thief.
Yep.
So let's just take this deal because if you're convicted, you spend decades in there. Nah, we going to court. I quit. I can no longer represent. That's what I would do. I can't. I ain't taking this L like this. You know,
Your Honor.
Like
I can no longer represent her.
Yeah, the plan is you say my bad. I got a problem. I'm working on it. I'm talking to a therapist or something. We get you off. You know, 3 years, 1.5 on good behavior. Get out. We'll try to. We'll try to get you on the right track.
We'll work with you.
We'll work with you. We'll put you in some programs, get you thinking right. you know, probably work on some stuff while you in prison with the therapist in there, you know, work on. Nah. And then now I'm sitting in jail. I'm sitting in, you know, you sitting in jail, or we sitting in the courtroom, and I'm just trying, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. Yeah, she did it, but
hear me out. Hear me out.
And as the prosecution, all I would do is go up there, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. As the defendant said, yes, his client did it, but we offered her 3 years in prison and just returned the stuff to the store. You know what this bitch said to us? Hell
She
nah.
said, yeah, fuck that.
We'll take it to court. So that's why
So
we're
here we are.
Jury, ma'am, stand up. What could you be doing right now instead of sitting in this courtroom? Playing with your kids, watching TV, having fun? Yep. But you're not. You know why? Because she wanted to take this shit to trial. Sir, what could you... Bro, I would have... Objection, Your Honor. Overruled. Let him cook. Yeah.
we all had other things to do today.
Your Honor, what could you have been doing right? We all had better things to do, did we not?
Right?
Did we not?
How much PTO you got in that bank? You could have been using it.
Oh my God. Ma'am, is your job giving you this time off on jury for free? Or are you using
you
your...
gotta go back to work,
using
don't
PTO, ain't you? And this is what you're doing with your PTO. God damn it.
Do what you got to do. Make the decision you got to make.
Now, you will be released for deliberation. How long you're back there? It's up to you all.
That deliberation was 5 minutes. We going guilty, right? Yep. All right, let's go.
Bro, and if somebody in there was not, I would have turned into Eric Mays back there. We gonna take a 5-minute recess. No.
Point of order.
Then y'all better get the... We gonna take a 5-minute recess. No, we don't need that. Y'all just better get the motherfucker. Bro, I would have been like, they guilty. And if you thinking they not guilty, we gonna put hands on you back here.
Now look at you.
11-1.
Yep. Now you got life.
Yeah.
Somebody
And now he
gave me life.
You talking about the life from the Tom Joyner radio
Yeah.
show? Give me life, give me life, give me life, life. Give me life, give me life. We gotta have a segment to bring back like hood classic viral clips and just discuss. You know what I'm saying? And just discuss what like the moment like the hood was like, this is it. This is going down in internet
we
history.
should definitely do that.
This is going down in internet history. Casey and JoJo on the Tom Joyner show.
Give me life, give me life, give me life.
He's like, we gonna take him on home.
Everything I hope for is gone now. Gone now.
Take it away from me. I'm like, bro, why did y'all have the live audio? We can't hear the music.
Nah.
You just had these two motherfuckers going wild on the soundstage. No music.
None.
And here's the funny part. I remember reading one of the things. Somebody was just like, damn, y'all couldn't even have the music played. One person was like, shit, they probably just started singing before the dude had a chance to push the button.
Facts.
And he was just looking like, do I start the music now or do they halfway through the first verse?
No, just let it run. Let it run. They gone. They gone. They gone.
Just let it ride, bro. It's a lost cause at this point. We just gonna act like this shit ain't never happened. He was like Casey and JoJo, and then my man was getting ready to get the music queued up. They just start singing. Do I start the song now or because it's gonna be off. Let him ride.
Let him go. Let him go.
Hey, give me live.
Come on, JoJo.
Take it away from me.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Lies. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
That's got to be the most uncomfortable that show has ever been. Anyways, Ernisha Atmore. Girl, I could just say this. Although your decision has showed some of the most boneheaded logic that we have seen on this show, rest assured you are nowhere near the top of the charts to get the Who's Man Who Come Here award at the end of the year. So yeah, just take this L for the week. And I hope things are going well for you. In
Hope
prison.
this message reaches you on the inside.
Oh man. Shit. I hope this message reaches you on the inside. Anyway, let us return to our regularly scheduled program and wrap the show on up.
And now we return you to our regular scheduled program in progress.
Great show. Great show.
Yes.
Any parting shots for the crew, my guy?
You know what? I was watching this whole show.
What?
Is you can actually see the comments now, and I thought that was pretty dope.
Oh yeah, it's a little thing in the at the top on StreamYard, the beta.
Yeah.
I was just like,
I like
look
that.
at this shit, man. It's dope. I like it. I like it a lot. Little
That's
beta
cool.
thing. You know, they only give it to the top clientele of StreamYard out here. And if we weren't the number one show on Friday nights, we probably wouldn't have it. So
Exactly.
I mean, anybody else got the comments? Like, I mean, I know they do it in Twitch, but we doing it here on the stream.
We do,
yeah.
yep. Everywhere else, yeah, yeah. I fuck with your boss.
It's just us, oos. Oh, we got a little bit of time. I know I don't want to creep too much into this, but you posted something in the No Gimmicks podcast fan group, which if you're not a part of, you need to get in there because wrestling is what to talk about lately.
Absolutely.
So as most people who follow wrestling know, Jey Uso was lost.
He lost it.
Yeah. I thought it was stripped because bro, you just ain't doing it. But that's neither here nor there. Lost it to Gunther, right? On a basic cable, not basic cable, Netflix. Ordinary. Here's a regular Raw. No special, no PLE, no nothing. Lost it to Gunther. Jey Uso, son of, is he Hall of Famer, Rikishi?
Yes. Rikishi is a Hall of Famer.
Son of WWE Hall of Famer, Rikishi. Rikishi, I don't know if that was his podcast or he was on a podcast.
That was his. Yep, that's his.
He had some things to say.
Very much.
How you feeling about what he had to say?
I think Rikishi is being a dad. And I think he's totally being a dad in that moment. And it's because he knows what everybody else knows.
Yeah.
His son's title reign wasn't that great. And he's trying to pin that on creative. He kind of has a point though. I mean, even though he was being dad, he was shooting some valid shots.
Yeah.
He's like, man, y'all could have put this man in the program to make him be a better champion or seem like a better champion. Like y'all not doing stuff like that for John Cena. So why would y'all do that to him? In which he kind of has a point there. But again, I mean, it's your son, so you got to kind of back off that shit. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna look a certain way, even though you are a Hall of Famer, and your words can carry some weight because you are a Hall of Famer.
Yep.
But that's your kid. You know what I mean? Like people jumped on LeBron shit when he went at Stephen A. You know what I mean? That's totally being a dad. You gotta separate the two right now. So I there's some shit that he said that I agree with, but at the same time, it ain't your place to say that. You know what I mean? But I get where he's coming from. I totally get where he's coming from. We will be addressing this tomorrow morning on No Gimmicks.
Okay, because like I too, like as a parent, bro, like, can I be mad at him for saying that shit? Like, why y'all have my son looking so regular out here? But at the same time, talk to my son as well. Like, fam, I'm looking at your promos. They ain't it.
You need to work.
Yeah,
you need to work.
Son, you're not helping them help you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you was nailing, nailing promos, and your ring work was doing, you know, what you needed to be doing, and you were putting in that work to add to your your library of moves and things you could do in the ring, then yeah, you know, like creatives get real with this shit. Like, start, since their whole moneymaker right now is just not so much the bloodline anymore, but when Roman comes back, I don't know how that's going to work. My thing is, I'm feeling, all right, you're not the world heavyweight champ. Jimmy's still in play. You're back. You don't have that singles championship. Form the tag team back up. Get New Day to, no hate against New Day, but I mean their matches just ain't it. Like, I'm over all these gimmicky, weird, silly ways that people are winning matches. That's why there's no credibility. Nobody's winning matches straight up.
Right. Exactly.
You know, like motherfuckers are winning, like the whole new faction with Heyman, Punk, you know, Braun and what was it, Braun and Braun? Pretty much.
Braun.
Yeah. But
Bronson and Braun.
Yeah, Braun and Bronson. Bronson and Braun. Bro, yeah, just that whole thing, because like it's just, bro, just you want me to respect Seth as a like legit threat out here, but it's always interference helping. You know, like
nothing they're doing right now is making sense,
and that's where I'm at.
That's the biggest issue.
So yes,
that's the biggest issue.
When Jay had the belt, a few of his matches like were ended on interference and things like that. So it wasn't the best run. Your kid's still young. He gets his shit together. I'm pretty sure. Like, he's still over. He'll still make money. He's still selling merch. Like, just because he doesn't have the belt doesn't mean people ain't going to eat anymore. Like, he's still a baby face. He's still a face. He's still going to be all right.
Now, on that same token, I don't like what they did with him. So he lost the belt, and now he's back in the King of the Ring tournament. They announced.
Is he the? Was he the mystery dude?
Yes.
That is a terrible work, bro. I can't. You know, when does this behind the curtain thing premiere on Netflix?
Sometime soon. I think next month.
Jesus, bro, I need to see this shit. Triple H explained.
Oh, there's some shit. There's some shit
explain
from WrestleMania.
This shit, bro. Yeah, I know we talked about that because you brought up the card where they was writing on the whiteboard and shit. I want to hear about that, but when they get to this part, like trying to figure out what to do with Jay, I can't wait to hear them.
Yeah, I want to hear that too because he wasn't supposed to be the man.
So we'll see how that works. But
I really want to hear that.
Yeah, not to take too much steam out of the No Gimmicks episode. Tomorrow morning, turn your notifications on the Facebook, on the No Gimmicks YouTube, all of this stuff. So when they go live, when they click that button, you get that notification. You can jump in on the conversation. I, for one, will be there because I got questions. And as much as, you know, Frank is the Sith Lord of it, I'm leaning towards him when it comes to a lot of this shit because he's just like, bro, they're not doing my man any justice. They're fucking up. They're doing this. They could have done X, Y, and Z. But
we are agreeing. So we've been talking about it, and we're in agreement on a lot of this shit. So
okay.
Tomorrow's gonna be a show.
Can't wait.
It's gonna be a show.
Wait. But yeah, that's all we got. And I know patrons, if you want, you can tap into the fourth session of it's session 4.
Yep,
Not the tournament. Our TTRPG ran by Cutting Edge co-hosts Jen and Eat the Cake Anime co-host EJ. They put this together, and special guest CJ Lovelady horror fan, aka the CEO and chairman of Nightmares and Nerdscapes, will be joining us as a player as well. So the whole gang will be there. Should be a good time, a lot of fun, a lot of laughs. So if you're not a member, link will be in the description on how to join over at the Patreon. As low as $5 a month, you get all the behind the scenes live stuff. And tomorrow I will find time after No Gimmicks is done. We will do a listen through of the Carter 6.
Oh, nice.
And do a feeling that or not. I got to bring that back. Because I still owe you guys one for that Will Smith album. Because you know he's dropping a new video today, right?
No.
Oh, do we have
time?
Don't need
that.
Do we have time? Let me bring this shit up. It's not.
We don't need
like,
it.
He has the video made, and he's on Instagram, and he's just like, what'd he say? Do you guys want me to drop the video or not? You know,
how many no's
drop
are
a drop a blank in the comment, and I'll release it. You know, let me. You know, sometimes I'm just like, why do I follow Will Smith on Instagram, bro? Like, like shit'll be going good, and then Will Smith will be like, new music drop. I'm like, bro, didn't you just drop a flop or something? You know,
we don't need it.
But again, like we were talking about, is maybe it's just what he likes to do for fun. But it's bad, my boy. Hold on, let me bring this up.
We don't need it, Will. We don't need it.
Let me bring this up, and then we'll end the show. I know people are like, oh, Mike, you said it was only going to be an hour, Mac. Like, stop. It's been a minute. We haven't seen y'all in like 2 weeks, man. Shut up.
I know.
I'm gonna make us small for this one. Bring this to the stage. Oh, you already look. Like, this is the gimmicks he's got going for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just, come on, Will. So let me go ahead and click this. Give y'all the vibes. Look.
Hold up, wait, pose. Girls. I love pretty girls. Head, shoulders, knees, toes. Hold up, wait, pose. Girls.
Oh, yeah?
You like pretty girls, huh, Will?
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Does Jada know? So here's and here's the thing, right? Like Hollywood and celebrities alike, y'all need to start keeping shit real. Cause like King Vader, like if you're in the cosplay nerd anime thing, like you know who this dude is. You know,
yeah,
he's up. This song's a banger. Like this, based off of this, you're like, this is a banger. So when you get in your car, you bumping this King Vader. You know, whoever this dude is, the Brazil Loves You. Fire, dancing. My favorite song until Nightmare on My Street. You know,
my God.
Truly love this man. I honestly like this song. Oh my! And are y'all uncomfortable because these aren't practically prepubescent girls? Will don't give a fuck. Just sharing his message as he chooses. If not, like, oh my God, this man is a legend. Button. Like, oh my! So what are we doing?
No, this ain't this. No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like, what do we?
These toes. Hold up, wait, pose. Girls. I love pretty girls. I like pretty girls. I love pretty girls. Here.
No, you need some representative. You need Cynthia Erivo in this motherfucker, bro. This ain't representative of what you like, Will. This ain't it. This ain't it, bro.
Bro, you going to hell so fast, bro. You going to hell so fast. You got Cynthia Erivo or you got Margot Robbie coming out here or something, bro. Because them your types. Them your types. We know, Will.
Hey, we know what's up, bro.
That's the most offensive thing I ever heard. Anyway, that's all I wanted to, hey, putting y'all on notice. Will's cooking. He's back in the lab. Somebody keeps unlocking and giving him access to studio equipment and microphones. I'm guessing he has the money to break those locks, but maybe this is just something. He got the money to do it. Just a passion project. Because outside of DJ Jazzy Jeff says this is 5 fire emojis, so.
Oh, Jeff, stop. Stop it.
Samantha, Samantha the Bomb, a.k.a. Samantha Irvin, 4 fire emojis.
You're lying. You're lying.
Stop.
You want a feature.
Stop. What do you? This ain't a banger?
This ain't
You're
it,
lying. Will.i.am thinks it's dope. What's it? Hey, these are professional musicians out here. Award-winning people in the industry saying fire emojis.
Hey, if y'all like it.
It's a pretty girl summer. Okay. The real Malik Joe. Okay, I see y'all. They ready. Everybody, it's the song of the summer, apparently.
Wonder how many clubs gonna play this one.
I don't go to clubs. I couldn't be able to tell you. I could tell you Spotify streams for it. If he drops it today, we'll reconvene next Friday. Less than 100,000.
I need a data report.
Less than 100,000. Just throwing it out there. Because the last one did not do well. But yeah, so just keep you guys in the loop. All things Will Smith. Like I said, he said he had 3 albums on the way. He dropped 1. Didn't do well. Maybe the summer one will be the best. We'll see.
Maybe.
But, this song's going to go aluminum. This shit finna go fucking, I don't know, fucking Impossible Burger, Impossible Whopper, whatever they use to make that shit. Anyway, that is all we got. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Again, we're getting back in our bag. Stay tuned to all our YouTube channels. You got Smoke Pit, No Gimmicks, Nerdscape, Nightmares and Nerdscapes, USDN, Cutting Edge Hero. What am I missing? Those are our
Eat the Cake.
Eat the Cake. Oh yeah, we out here too. Well, fucking Will Smith. Let me close this thing out, man. The more I look at it, I'm just like, he thought this video was it. But that's all we got. Stay tuned to the socials. You'll see what we got coming up. But unless you got anything else, we can go ahead and wrap it up.
That is it for me, bro.
Hey, y'all know what it is. The homie Mac, a.k.a. your boy.
And I am bred like a king, made as Kelvin Cayley. Thank you guys for tuning in. Until next time, have love, make sex. Peace.
Peace.